With Keto Dad. We just
What's
got
happening?
done with our Better Life workshop. It was absolutely amazing, and we learned so many positive takeaways from that I just had to bring him on here live so you can all learn as well. Something that was awesome that you had said is you were comparing ketones to like a hybrid car. And during the holidays, it's really challenging to do the ketogenic diet. There's so many opportunities to have sweets, to have things that are definitely not keto. So how can we get into ketosis with pure therapeutic ketones if we're still eating carbs?
That's awesome. Well, the analogy she's referring to actually really explains how ketones work, how ketosis works, and your body's just like a hybrid car. So if you can think of a Prius or a hybrid Tahoe or whatever kind of hybrid that you've most recently driven in or seen, they're designed to run on two fuel sources, much like your body. Gas and electric, or glucose or ketones, right? So the gas is similar to glucose, ketones are like your electric engine. Mm-hmm. And the way that your body works is a little bit different than how a hybrid car works. Picture a broken hybrid car that you couldn't tap into your electric fuel source until you actually ran out of gas. So picture driving down the road and the Prius won't use that electric engine until it runs out of gas. So when's the last time you ran out of gas, right?
Yeah, I don't run out of gas.
When's the last time you stopped eating or stopped having carbs or stopped having sugar? If you're 100% perfect on the ketogenic diet, you're out of gas. You're not providing glucose into your system. If you're fasting, you're running out of gas. You're not providing glucose in your system so your body can tap into that electric fuel source. So that's kind of how your body normally works. What's really cool with pure therapeutic ketones or Improve It, Keto Max, Keto Nat, is that you literally can allow your body to work like a working Prius. So maybe you had some Christmas cookies, maybe you had cake, whatever it is, or some pizza, and you're living life in the holidays, you're out of ketosis, so you're burning gas, you're burning that glucose, but guess what? By drinking ketones like this, you are now able to tap into that electric fuel source because you're putting ketones into your body. So just like that, the Prius gets to go gas, electric, gas, electric. Your body says, oh, I'm using glucose, but wait, I've got ketones present, I'm gonna use ketones. So you start to feel amazing, you start to feel really good, and as a result, guess what you do less of? You snack less. Mm-hmm. And now that one Christmas cookie doesn't necessarily turn into 10, that one slice of pizza doesn't lead into an entire week of bad habits. You're actually able to create more of a lifestyle where you're still having some great fun, you're still eating some fun foods, but you're right back on track because you're able to instantly tap into that electric fuel source.
Yeah, it's crazy how much your cravings change when you're fueled by ketones instead of glucose. You automatically don't want those carbs as much, and you don't want the sugars as much as you did before, so it's not a brain trigger for you to want to grab for them.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about some of these benefits because you nailed it yesterday. So muscle preservation. So a lot of people think, well, I don't want to get into ketosis because I don't want to lose my muscle. So how do ketones actually protect your muscle?
So it's interesting, when you have ketones present, your body wants to use those for energy because they're so efficient. So it spares your muscle, and protein that you do eat goes to your muscles. So it's a really good combination. We've seen people that, like my mom, 65 years old, she's adding muscle mass at 65 years old. And all she does is water aerobics, right? But she drinks her ketones, she eats very, very keto friendly, and as a result, she's starting to see more muscle mass. Now, I've also had friends that are going to the gym all the time, and they're drinking this, saying, wow, I haven't been able to add mass like this for such a long time. This is incredible. And if they're trying to lean out, guess what happens? When you try to lean out, a lot of times you're maybe restricting calories, you're just restricting intake, and as a result, your body's looking for energy. Guess where it wants to go generally? It wants to go to your muscle, so it's tearing down the same thing that you're trying to create. But when you have ketones present, it actually spares that muscle, and it will use the ketones for energy rather than going after your muscles.
That's awesome. What about the benefit of energy? It's like sustained energy where I don't feel like I have a high and then I have a crash later. It's just natural energy all day long. How does that happen?
So what's really cool is when you're in ketosis, whether you're drinking them or you're nutritionally there, ketones are just a very energy-rich molecule. And when they're in your blood going to your cells, they're carrying more oxygen to your cells than glucose. So you might be pounding a Red Bull, which has sugar in it, and it has a bunch of caffeine in it.
Sure.
Caffeine's a stimulant. Sugar is just like a flash in a pan, and it takes a while to get into your cells and doesn't have as much oxygen. Ketones, you drink one of these, all of a sudden you're getting 35% more energy than you do with any other fuel source out there. So literally you can go to the gym and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm pressing more weight than I've ever pressed before. And you feel great just because it's a more energy dense and just a higher level of energy to your cells.
Yeah, and I definitely felt that when I first started drinking ketones. I don't go to the gym very often, but I went to a bar class, which is like a Pilates and ballet. And I remember leaving that class thinking, oh my gosh, I just crushed it. And usually that doesn't go in the same sentence. So thanks for explaining. How about like reducing like brain fog and like clarity and like everything that's going on cognitively?
Yeah, so what's really interesting is your brain loves ketones. In fact, certain parts of your brain, like they just light up when ketones are present. And ketones don't require insulin to go into your cells. So a lot of us, as we age, our brains are actually starving for energy. We might become insulin resistant. So the same amount of glucose and all those carbs and sugars are not actually fueling this organ like it needs to be fueled. The brain is only like a small percentage of your actual body mass, but it requires about 25% of the energy that your body uses. So if that brain doesn't get fuel, guess what? It's harder to remember things. You're more tired. You're just foggy. You're scattered. Anybody feel like that? Right? When you drink ketones, one of the first places that they go and one of the favorite places that your body likes to use ketones is in the brain. Certain parts of it can uptake ketones really efficiently, and they start to get energized. And as your brain has energy, you're able to focus, you're able to think better. And a lot of times you're able to just like almost relax and calm. And instead of maybe having some nervous energy or whatever, you just have this calm, focused drive.
Amazing. There's so many awesome benefits. Appetite suppression is great, better mood. When we first started drinking ketones, my husband noticed the better mood right away. He's like, you're glowing, you're happy, what are you doing? It kind of goes with everything you said already. How about the sleep? How can something that brings you such amazing energy during the day also help you sleep really good at night?
I get that question a lot, it's kind of an oxymoron, right? Hey, this is going to give you great energy and it's going to help you sleep. You're like, well, which is it? Am I sleeping or am I energized? It's interesting that what ketones are is an energy source for the body. They're not a stimulant. So a lot of times people think, oh, I just want energy. So they get stimulated by caffeine and vitamins and different like supplements that they take. That's not actually true energy. So of course, when you're stimulated, you're gonna have trouble sleeping. Ketones are actually real energy. So your body needs energy while you sleep, and it needs energy while you're awake. While you're awake, you're able to go do more, but here's what's really cool about this energy, because it's not a jittery stimulant, it's actually a focused, calm energy. When you're sleeping, when you go to bed, your body's able to just shut down and do what it needs to do. So it's actually giving you energy while your body repairs. And because it's calming for the brain, like things are just calmer, allowing you to kind of settle more. And through that, like your sleep is just more productive. A lot of different things start to happen in the body. The gut's healthier, and everything just starts to work better together.
Perfect. So many benefits. So another thing that we've noticed is like the change in our skin, and you kind of touched on like the CMED a little bit. Will you kind of explain to everyone like what like the DNA repair is and how that helps us out as well?
Sure. So in Keto Max and Keto Nat, we have an ingredient called CMED 100, which helps with DNA repair. It's been clinically studied and proven through 45 different peer-reviewed studies that show that it helps lengthen telomeres, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps with anti-aging. And a big place that you'll see that is your nails, your skin, your hair, and it's fun to watch. It's one of those like side effect benefits where you're like, well, what's any side effects of this? Well, actually, you might notice that you glow a little bit more. You might notice that your hair is a little bit stronger, your nails are a little bit better, and that's really because of that CMED 100, and then the synergistic impact that it actually has with ketones when you're putting it in the body at the same time.
Perfect. Okay, last benefit I want to talk about. So a lot of people, it's not a weight loss product, but a lot of people are experiencing fat loss and better digestion. So what is ketones doing like for gut health?
Yeah, so I know you're probably watching this thinking, hey, 2019, right around the corner, I'd love to lose a little bit of body fat. And maybe you're looking for a weight loss program. We definitely share this as more of a fat loss product because it's going to help you maintain your body mass, which is the stuff that we want, muscles, and it's going to help you burn the fat that you want to burn. So weight loss is just, how did that scale move Fat loss is more, are you trimming, are you becoming a more healthy version of yourself? So in that, like, a big portion of that is your gut health, and while you're drinking your therapeutic ketones, they just help to balance what's going on in your body. So we love the body composition change. We love how once you get control of your gut, a lot of the rest of your body starts to balance out, and it just creates such a great combination. Think about this: if you were able to sleep better at night, you were able to have more energy to move, and then like your mood was more stable, so that you were a little bit happier. Do you think that might create an environment where it'd be easier to lose weight? Probably, right? So that's what this product does. Like, it's stabilizing your whole day, allowing you to make better food choices because you're not as hungry, your brain's not craving energy. Now you're making better food choices, now you're moving more. Now you're naturally used to burning ketones because you've been burning them. Your body's like, oh, I like burning fat, I'm a fat burning machine. Now you start to burn more body fat, and guess what? You look back 30 days later, you're like, I don't feel like I've changed anything, but holy smokes, I'm eating better, I'm moving more, and the scale just dropped 20 pounds. Like, holy smokes, I need to go buy some new clothes.
Yeah.
That's what we do with our ketones.
Perfect. Okay, so last thing, right before we started this live, we were talking about the reboot. I've done the reboot 8 times. I'm not doing it this month because I'm pregnant. But we were talking about the amazing, like, snowball benefits that you get from it, where if you do it consistently, like, it's insane, like, physically what the results have looked like, and mentally. Can you just explain what the reboot is and the benefits of doing the 60-hour keto reboot?
Yeah, so the reboot's 60 hours without food, except it's not a true fast because you're actually able to drink like bone broth and keto supplements and keto tea. So it's a really, really great program. If I were to tell you, hey, you're gonna get great benefits, just don't eat for 60 hours. Like, would you wanna do that? Like, just go drink water for the next 2.5 days, and I'll talk to you in a week. That can work, and there's so much research and documentation and even like thousands of years of people doing that and having great health results, having even great anti-aging results. But it's just, in our day and age, it's not attainable generally. So what we have is a 60-hour reboot, which allows you to achieve the same results, actually better results, over the course of 60 hours, and not have crazy hunger the whole time, not have crazy mood swings the whole time, and actually feel good. And at the same time, you get to reboot with an entire community of literally thousands of people across the country that are all rebooting together. So that's what the 60-hour reboot is. What I love about it is it's like hitting the reset button on your metabolism. This time of year, people are looking like, well, maybe I should do a detox, maybe I should do a cleanse, maybe I should do a fast. Like, this wraps all 3 of those into one. It's only 60 hours long, and literally within 60 hours, you're resetting your body at the cellular level and setting yourself up for success metabolically. Because most people are, they're looking for, I need a quick fix, I just need to like drop some weight now. Guess what? What if you could change like your body and reset it? Like, my phone here, what if my phone died? What would I do? I would hold this button, reset, and then I would be able to hopefully restart it, and it would work the way it was supposed to. Well, if our bodies work the way we're supposed to, we're putting great food in, we're exercising, we're moving, now all of a sudden we're starting to get those results that we're looking for. And you do that with us in January, that's the next time that we're gonna do it. Message Sarah for some information on that if you want to participate. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna wanna start doing this, and you're gonna start seeing whether you're at a plateau, maybe you were not necessarily at the spot that you wanna be at, like, this is how you can achieve your health goals for 2019.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you coming to Boise, doing the Better Life Workshop. We had so much fun. The Giving Tree was absolutely amazing. Getting our whole community together, learning about ketones, ketosis. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for doing that. I know you have to get back to Minnesota, so we're gonna have to say bye to Keto Dad, but if you guys want more information on the Keto Reboot, make sure that you drop a message below and just say Keto Reboot, and we can get you some more information. If you wanna just try some ketones, you heard something of those benefits that really resonates with you and you want to get started, just say a 5-day or 10-day below, and we'll get you hooked up with some different flavors and you can try some ketones. So
that's awesome. I strongly encourage you guys to check this stuff out. Shoot a message to Sarah here and type Keto Reboot in the comments, because you're going to want to participate with us next month. And definitely before that, type 5 or 10 in there, whichever one you want, so you can experience this before January and really take charge when January comes around.
Perfect.
So it's been fun being here. I can't wait to come back again. Boise
Yes.
is an amazing town. There's a lot going on here, especially like people active, want to be healthy, and wherever you're watching from, like this is it. This is the time to take control of your health, the time to charge into 2019. And honestly, keto is the conversation. What we're doing at Prove It is we're making it simple. We're making it something that's fun, and it's something that you can do just by some simple daily action and consuming just wonderfully good tasting products, right? So have an awesome day. We'll see you guys.
Thanks.